Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Detroit police have been out here for hours. A man and woman found executed inside this home on North Lawn, but the killer left their 6-month-old baby alone.
No reason why he shouldn't be here with us.
Remembering a 2-year-old boy. His family and police coming together to get justice for Bryson.
And it may look like police are rushing to an emergency with this ambulance, but actually they're chasing it and trying to stop it.
Off the top tonight at 11, officers from several agencies pursuing that stolen EMS rig through a number of communities.
And tonight we know at least one officer was injured. The night cam's Tim Pamplin captured this dramatic footage of the chase in progress. Tim picks up the story in Melvindale, where things ended with a crash.
Superior medics left this ambulance running when they ran into a convenience store. That's when this man went for a joyride. He's now made his way up 75 onto 4th Street. He's passing us here at Grand Boulevard. There he is, heading under the Ambassador Bridge. He goes into downtown Detroit, loops around, and then hops back onto I-75 over the Rouge River Bridge. They heard Detroit officers being called off the chase, and Michigan State Police calling it off too. Southgate PD is still in pursuit, however.
Westbound outer through Enterprise.
That's when he enters into Melvindale here on Outer Drive. Melvindale officers are now in pursuit as well. Just a single person inside that ambulance with a dozen or so police officers pursuing him. Now this is his last turn he's going to make down Allen Road. At the end of Allen Road is Greenfield. This is where the officers do a pit maneuver, get that ambulance spun around. Now, officers are going in with their guns drawn. He is not coming out. In fact, he just lurched the ambulance forward, crushing a police officer. You see him on the right-hand side of your screen, limping there. He's about to go down. He's leaning up against the police cruiser there, and his legs just give out. Now, the man's still inside the ambulance. Police still have their guns drawn on him. Another officer comes and pulls this injured officer behind that police cruiser. They get him out of harm's way. Officers are finally able to get that driver out of the ambulance into handcuffs. The officer loaded up on a stretcher. And the guy who is driving the ambulance, well, he's going from one ambulance to another. This time, however, handcuffed to a gurney. That is the scene downriver tonight with the night cam. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
All right, Tim. Detroit police have spent hours going over a double murder scene on North Lawn. A man and woman murdered. Their 6-month-old baby boy left there alive. Mara McDonald live on Detroit's northwest side tonight. Mara, a family member discovered all this today.
That's right, Devin. And family also tells me, at least as far as the 31-year-old man who was found murdered in this home goes, that he had recently moved from Inkster, hoping for a fresh start here. The father of the male victim described for us how his 31-year-old son was found bound with his pants around his ankles upstairs. The 27-year-old mother of his child was found bound down in the basement, both suffering, according to family members, from multiple gunshot wounds. Detroit police will only confirm the ages of the victims and say that a weapon was recovered inside the home. Speaking with family members off camera, they made it clear they know who is responsible here, and they know this person was at the home yesterday. Police at this point will not confirm there is a known suspect in this case. The 6-month-old baby boy, who is the son of both victims, was found unharmed in the home. Back here live after talking to a couple neighbors on this street. They say they don't really know these two simply because they haven't lived here very long. They estimate maybe 2 months at most, but it's a shocker for everybody here on North Lawn, that's for sure. We're live on Detroit's northwest side. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
So right, just terrible. All right, Mara.
Yes. All right, some new information coming in tonight about the stormy weather we had this past weekend.
Some people were convinced that there was a tornado, and Ben, it turns out they were right.
Absolutely, guys. The National Weather Service down there today and said an EF1 tornado did touch down in Lenawee County last night. Let's go to the storm reports from last night. You're going to see 3 red tornado icons on here. These were all damage reports from the same tornado. So just one tornado. And this was just after 9:20 last night. I'm showing you the radar from last night. And if you look at the last frame there before that struck, you can see that little notch, that little inflow notch on the radar indicating that that storm was starting to pack a punch. Wind tracker did see some shear in the mid levels, meaning that winds were changing direction with height. And here's the path that this thing took. About 9:24, you see Riga there just off to the southeast of Blissfield. 9:24, the twister hit. It was only on the ground for 4 minutes. 9:27, this thing was gone. But the path of this storm showed us that, yes, there was quite a bit of damage there. 5 homes damaged, as well as barns and silos, 2.7 miles long and 125 yards wide. When we say any severe thunderstorm can spawn a tornado, this is precisely what we're talking about. So guys, there were other damage reports, but those were from straight line winds. We'll talk more about chances of storms before we end the week again, coming up in weather in just a few minutes.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk to you then, Ben. Thank you. The Christian family, which suffered the unimaginable loss of their 2-year-old son last week to a freeway shooting, is getting continued support from the community. Tonight, several members of the Detroit police, their chaplains, and dozens of others joined the family for a balloon launch at Mumford High School. Jason Colthorpe was there, and he joins us live with more. Jason, good evening.
Good evening, Kim. There were a lot of people here and a lot of Detroit police, and that's because this is a little more personal for them because 2-year-old Bryson was the nephew of one of their officers.
You got that Detroit love going right now.
Support for the Christian family was overwhelming Monday night.
We should not be here. All they did was drive on the freeway.
Some faces they hadn't seen in years were in the crowd, there to help them mourn and remember their son Bryson, who was shot and killed in a freeway shooting last Thursday night.
I cannot get that night out of my head. I keep thinking about what I could have did different.
Bryson's father Brian was driving the family home from basketball practice when his Ram truck started getting hit by bullets.
When I turned around and I seen that, Bryson's head was down like this. Like, I freaked out.
That night ended with them holding Bryson as long as they could. On this evening, blue and white balloons filled the sky for him to fly forever. But it's become an all too familiar event, and one DPD is working to end.
I've been doing this for 35 years, and enough is enough. Let's take back these streets.
Justice for Bryson means no plea deals. Whatever the maximum sentence they can get, that's what they should get. They took an innocent life away from a loving family.
That other voice you heard in there just for a brief moment, that's BJ. That's their 9-year-old son. He, of course, recovered from his gunshot wound to the arm. And Brian, of course, is talking about the people who've been arrested in this case. As of now, the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office still reviewing the case, and we're waiting for charges in this case. At Mumford High School, Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Keep us posted, Jason. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Detroit police are releasing video of a man they say shot 3 people, including an 11-year-old boy. This happened just yesterday at St. Mary's in Plymouth on the city's west side. You'll watch here as this Chrysler 300 pulls up. A man gets out holding a high-powered gun and then starts shooting into a black SUV, hitting the 11-year-old, his dad, and another man.
You saw that person had no regards for human life. You also saw that he could not even handle that type of gun that he was shooting with. It's just horrific to watch the video.
Now, the 3 people shot are expected to make full recoveries. That's good news. Anyone with information about the shooting is urged to contact Detroit police right away. In Brighton, an 18-year-old is behind bars after allegedly killing his father. This happened this morning at a home off of Rickett Road near Grand River. Police say the son shot and killed his father, who was a Canton Township police officer. The son turned himself in. Officers are right now investigating a motive.
Checking the latest coronavirus numbers, the state is reporting 327 new cases. That's a 3-day total from the weekend. Sadly, we've lost 35 more Michiganders to the virus. The state health department, meanwhile, is ending nearly all of its COVID safety restrictions tomorrow. All indoor and outdoor capacity limits will be lifted, meaning restaurants and bars can operate at full capacity, and masks are no longer required indoors, regardless of your vaccination status. Businesses are allowed to set their own guidelines, though. Some orders involving long-term care facilities and testing will also remain. Governor Whitmer says promising COVID trends led to the pushing up of the full reopening, which was originally slated for July 1st. Well, could the return to normalcy be stressing out your kids? Tomorrow at 6:30, Nick Monticelli reveals the signs your children are feeling anxious and how to help.
As the economy recovers from the pandemic, hiring, of course, has been difficult for a lot of businesses. One particular type of job people are quitting, though, in record numbers.
We'll have that coming up. Plus, tens of thousands of pounds of pistachios go missing in what you might call a literal nutcase for police. Find out how they cracked it coming up. Victor.
We've shown you this petition circulating on reparations here in the city of Detroit, but today we're speaking to a group that says the fine print on the back isn't all it's cracked up to be. I'm Victor Williams, and I'll have that story in just minutes.